It's 1979. The average house costs $58,500. Gas is 86 cents a gallon, and these songs are blasting from every radio in America. Yet somehow, they've slipped through the cracks of time. Get ready to hear the songs and the stories behind them. The Logical Song by Supertramp emerged during a time of profound social change.
Teach me how to be sensible, logical.
The band, formed in 1969 with a grant from a Dutch millionaire, initially struggled to find their voice among London's competitive music scene. The song's recording process revealed deep rifts within the band that went far beyond typical creative differences. Their ideological divide ran so deep that they recorded their parts at different times of the day to avoid confrontation. Here's something that might surprise you. The distinctive saxophone riff wasn't originally planned. John Hallowell recorded it as a joke during a break, playing through a massive industrial fan in the studio's basement. This unique sound caught everyone's attention, and it became one of the song's defining features. The band later tried to recreate the sound in better conditions, but could never match the accidental magic of that moment. Time Passages showcases Al Stewart's masterful storytelling.
Go drifting into time passages.
Stewart's journey began in 1945 in Glasgow, Scotland, where he shared his first flat with Paul Simon before either achieved fame. Their late-night discussions about songwriting techniques influenced both artists' narrative styles. The song's creation involved historical research that would impress any scholar. Stewart spent months in the London Library studying historical events and patterns, particularly focusing on the cyclical nature of time and human experience. His dedication to authenticity led him to interview elderly Londoners about their memories of pre-war Britain, incorporating their perspectives into the lyrics. Stewart recorded the vocals in complete darkness after his producer discovered it helped him hit the higher notes more consistently. The darkness supposedly triggered memories of practicing in his childhood bomb shelter during post-war Glasgow blackouts. This technique became a regular part of his recording process, leading to some amusing studio incidents, including one where he accidentally sang an entire take into a coat rack instead of the microphone. The engineer kept that take, using it as a ghost vocal in the final mix. Minute by Minute marked a crucial transition for the Doobie Brothers. The band's shift from their biker bar roots to a more sophisticated sound caused serious internal strife. Several founding members opposed Michael McDonald's increasing influence, viewing his keyboard-driven style as a betrayal of their guitar-heavy origins. The tension led to heated confrontations during recording sessions, with one member attempting to sabotage the master tapes by deliberately spilling coffee on them. The incident divided the band into factions, with some members not speaking to others for years afterward. The song's smooth sound masked the turbulent production issues that nearly derailed the entire project. The band recorded the track 32 times before achieving the perfect vision, with each take revealing deeper tensions within the group. Producer Ted Templeman later revealed that drugs and alcohol nearly derailed the entire album, with some band members showing up days late to sessions or not at all. The piano wasn't played by McDonald, but by session musician Bill Payne, who charged only $100 for his contribution. When the song hit number one, Payne joked, "It was the worst business decision of my career." Years later, he revealed that he played the intro with broken fingers from a car accident, which created the distinctive hesitation in the rhythm that became a signature part of the song. Hey friends, those memories of 1979 are precious, aren't they? Share your thoughts about these songs in the comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe to keep these musical conversations going. You're part of a generation that really understands what music means. Now, let's continue our journey. After the Love Is Gone showcases Earth, Wind & Fire's versatility during a pivotal moment in their career. The band's founder, Maurice White, originally rejected the song 3 times, creating tension with Columbia Records executives. His reason? He thought it was too white for the band's image, fearing it would alienate their core audience. The decision to record it came after a heated argument that almost led to producer David Foster quitting the project altogether. White later admitted the conflict forced the band to confront their own prejudices about musical boundaries. The recording sessions revealed the band's perfectionism in ways that tested everyone's patience and expertise. The horn section alone took 17 hours to record, with White demanding take after take until each note achieved a near mythical standard of precision. The song's bridge was inspired by a Japanese commercial jingle that David Foster heard during a Tokyo vacation. He never secured the rights, leading to a behind-the-scenes legal battle that remained secret for decades. This Night Won't Last Forever introduced Michael Johnson to mainstream audiences after years in the folk scene. Before his pop career, Johnson studied classical guitar in Spain and performed in a controversial off-Broadway show that was shut down for its political content. His classical training often clashed with producers who wanted a more commercial sound, leading to heated arguments about arrangements and production techniques. The song's production marked the first time a synthesizer was combined with a medieval recorder in a pop record, a decision that nearly cost Johnson his record deal. Johnson fought with his label over the arrangement, threatening to quit music altogether and return to teaching classical guitar in Spain. The label finally relented after a test pressing received positive response from focus groups, though they still insisted on burying the recorder in the mix. Johnson recorded the vocal track while recovering from laryngitis, giving it that distinctive raspy quality that became his signature sound. He later tried to re-record it when his voice healed, but everyone agreed the sick version sounded better. This happy accident led to Johnson deliberately straining his voice before recordings for the rest of his career, a practice his doctor strongly discouraged. Years later, he admitted this technique contributed to ongoing vocal problems. Forever Mine represents the OJs at their most innovative during a period of personal turmoil.
Forever mine.
The group's journey from street corners in Canton, Ohio to international success wasn't without its share of controversy. Their political lyrics and outspoken stance on racial issues led to several radio stations banning their music even as they climbed the charts. But the band refused to back down, using their platform to address social issues despite pressure from their label to stick to love songs. The tension nearly prevented Forever Mine from being released at all. The song's production pushed technological boundaries in ways that changed soul music forever. It was one of the first tracks to use an early drum machine alongside live percussion, creating a unique rhythm that other artists quickly tried to copy. The backing vocals were actually recorded by a group of studio cleaners who were singing along during their night shift. When the band heard the playback the next day, they insisted on keeping it. Finding the cleaners to sign releases proved challenging, as no one had bothered to get their names. The label finally tracked them down through the cleaning company, and they received full credit and royalties. Two of them went on to have successful careers as session singers. Hey friends, drop a comment about your favorite memories. Did these songs remind you of the special moments in your life? Don't forget to like and subscribe. There's plenty more musical history to explore together. Your stories and memories make these songs come alive again. Let's keep diving into 1979. Shadows in the Moonlight demonstrated Anne Murray's artistic evolution at a crucial point in her career.
Shadows in the moonlight.
Murray's rise from a small town in Nova Scotia to international stardom wasn't without its battles. She regularly faced sexism in the industry, once walking out of a recording session when a producer suggested she should stick to cooking. The song's arrangement broke traditional country music rules in ways that still influence artists today. Murray insisted on using a jazz pianist and oriental wind chimes, choices that nearly caused Capitol Records to shelve the project. Her stand for creative control led to a 2-month standoff with the label, during which she refused to record anything else. She mortgaged her house to pay for additional studio time, believing so strongly in her vision that she was willing to risk everything. The gamble paid off when the song's unique sound caught listeners' attention and helped expand country music's sonic possibilities. During the recording, a power outage forced the band to perform by candlelight for 6 hours. Murray claimed this happy accident created the intimate atmosphere that made that final cut special. Fool If You Think It's Over launched Chris Ray's career despite record label skepticism that almost buried the song.
Fool if you think it's over.
Ray, who couldn't read music and played guitar uniquely due to his left-handed playing style on a right-handed guitar, faced constant criticism from music industry professionals. He was actually told to quit music and return to his father's ice cream business after failing 3 record label auditions in 1 week. The song's distinctive sound came from a faulty synthesizer that couldn't be repaired due to budget constraints. The manufacturer later asked Ray how he achieved the effect, not realizing it was their own broken equipment. This mistake became highly influential in the British new wave scene, with bands specifically seeking out broken synthesizers to recreate that sound. Ray used his first royalty check to buy his father's ice cream van, converting it into a mobile recording studio where he wrote his next 3 albums. The van's refrigeration unit created a unique reverb effect that accidentally became part of his signature sound. He kept the van's ice cream jingle button installed and would sometimes use it as a metronome while writing songs. She Believes in Me shows Kenny Rogers' softer side during a dramatic career transition.
And she believes in me.
Before his solo career, Rogers played psychedelic rock with his band The First Edition, experimenting with LSD and other substances, a past that his later country image carefully obscured. The song's success surprised everyone, including Rogers. He actually recorded it as an album filler, believing it wouldn't appeal to his country audience. The demo was recorded in 1 take, while Rogers was battling a severe hangover, lending authenticity to the world-weary lyrics. That's our journey through these forgotten gems of 1979. Remember, your memories and experiences make these songs truly special. Share your stories in the comments, hit that subscribe button, and join us next time for more musical adventures. These songs might have slipped through the cracks of time, but together, we're making sure they're never forgotten again. Until then, keep those records spinning and the memories alive.